5, 4, 3, 2.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the Wake and Bake Podcast. I am Ords, and today, guys, we're doing our thing today. We're hanging out. It's the Wake and Bake Podcast. Thank you for being here, guys. At one point, I was able to... Here, let me see. I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to get back to that screen I used to have. Doesn't matter. Anyway, guys, what's going on? Hopefully the lighting and everything looks good. Yeah. I've been playing around with the new studio and everything, trying to get it to, work and all that good shit. But I did send a link out to the crew, so hopefully they will show up here shortly. And I am doing these things last minute, unfortunately, which freaking sucks. But yeah, man. Anyway, guys, how is everybody doing this weekend? Hopefully everybody's had a good weekend. Hopefully everyone can hear me okay. All that good shit. Just kind of wanted to give you guys an update of what's going on with me. We're here at the apartment. Obviously, this isn't the apartment. This is the green screen. You can see that. But what's up, Joshy? How you doing this morning, man? It's good to see you, brother. Thanks for hanging out last night, too, by the way. That was freaking awesome, man. If you guys don't know, I was live on Twitch last night playing Diablo 4 Beta, which will be going back to doing after this stream. I think maybe, I don't know, we'll see. I'm not sure. I got shit I should be doing today. Don't know if I actually do it. We will see. But Freeze, let me... I think I sent the link out, so you know where we're at. What's up, Papa Cotton? How you doing, man? Papa's here. So we today we got a few different things. We've got a pen from Savvy, which I really like this company. They're a lot of fun, and they use... I know you can't really see it, but here we go. They use it's like duct tape, and they write their name on it. It's obviously a printing, but it's just cool how they make it look. Anyway, it doesn't matter. This is pineapple mimosa is what we got there, and then for flour, we got Fat Billy, which is a hybrid. So there you go. That's what we got today. So my face, this isn't too dark, is it? I'm not too dark. Do I need a bigger light? Is this good? Do I have enough lighting? Anyway, what's up, Soul Assassin? How you doing, man? Dude, you always got the coolest pictures on your shit, dude. That's so cool. Yo, what's up, Monsieur Free Speech?
What's up? I came prepared. I'm gonna take one hit with you, but then I got shit I gotta do today.
Listen to this, motherfucker. I got shit I gotta do today. That's okay, me too.
I'm trying to be productive, man. I get
know,
too high. I just don't do things. Like, I'll make the plan and then it doesn't happen.
Well, I was sitting here this morning thinking, like, man, I'm hungry. I don't really want to cook. I actually really don't have much of anything. I didn't want to make pasta again. Like, I'm fucking tired of pasta. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna walk to the dollar store. I'm gonna see, because I needed to get a ring light. The way I have my set shit up now is I got my 2 ring lights, like basically like right next to me, lighting up the green screen behind me, because I'm trying to get more space behind me. I'm trying to get the most space out of what I can for what I have. So I take the 2 $8 ring lights. They're the 8-inch ones. Put them next to me, and then I was at the dollar store this morning buying like razors and shit, and I saw this like little, it's just a little one. It's meant for like voice calls, but I was like, whatever. It's $5, and it's actually seems like it's built pretty sturdily. So I was like, oh shit, okay, whatever. I'll get that. And I don't know. What do you think? There's a lot of shadowing going on. Looks like there's some shadowing going on. How's it look?
There's a bit when you lean forward. All right, now lean back.
Yeah, see, when I'm back here, it's fine because
that's good.
On the side of me.
Yeah, you're right. You're like right in the middle of all 3 lights there. But you lean forward, there's a lot of shadowing.
Yeah. So what you're saying is I need another ring light,
or like some backlights. You need something behind you, just off camera behind you, so you got the cross section of lights coming in.
Yeah. I gotta do it up, man. We gotta figure it out. I mean, as long as you can see the face, I guess I don't really mind the shadowing so much.
Yeah. Shit,
But
I'm like half fucking blinding white right now because I got a window right here.
yeah,
Yeah.
and I've got a webcam that does that same shit. It doesn't matter how much lighting I have, you're just fucking like pasty white. So then
Yep.
before it was a thing on the channel where I would adjust the coloration of the thing just to make it look different, so it didn't look so washed out. Well, then they started making fun of me because I looked orange. So then they started the whole Ords man bad because Orange Man, and yeah, they were Orange
Cheeto
Man
Ords.
Yeah, the whole bit. Yeah, make Ords great again.
just tell me like you had a bowl of Cheez-Its and your hands just weren't going to do it at the time, so you had to face dive.
Right. No, it was make Ords orange again. That's
yeah.
Let's say hi to the chat, man. Of course, we saw Soul Assassin in there. Of course, the memes of destruction. I got to hang out with him last night over on Snowdub channel. Well,
was he working out like the whole time?
No, he was chilling. But no, we used to do this podcast called The Beards of Destruction. We should bring it back. I should get a hold of him, and we should talk because we have shirts. He's got his level up shirt. I actually have a shirt that says level down, and it's yellow too. So it's like we have this. So if you go watch Snowdub's thing last night, I looked just like me. I had the sunglasses, the bandana, the fucking shirt, but it said level down. And then he changed his name to say it was totally not Orbs because he calls me Orbs. It's like an old deep lore thing. Mm-hmm. And so he's like totally not Orbs. And then I was like totally memes. Like, it was
nice.
Funny. People were confused. It was great. They're like, wait, which one's memes? I don't know.
No, just lean into the absurdity.
That's pretty much how it went down last night. And if I know memes of destruction, he loves to dive right into the absurdity, full force, no questions asked sort of thing. But I'm glad he's here nonetheless. What's up, Phil? Hail, Steven, and the sidekick, the bearded lady. I mean, Ords. Nobody here is a sidekick except you, Phil.
Okay, so I'm a sidekick on my own damn channel, according to Phil. Which is actually kind of accurate. I'll admit that one. I'm the sidekick.
Maybe there. Instances of you being a sidekick on your channel.
Yeah.
Which
the way I put it is, I am Alfred to Megan's Batman for the movie reviews. That's how it works. I'm the one like behind the scenes getting shit set up. She comes in and like knocks it out. That's
how it used to be when Keshi would come on the channel. Like it wouldn't be my channel anymore, man.
Yep. It's like, get out the way, Ords.
Yeah, no, it's totally cool. Hashtag full face. Flowing through all of these, flowing through all is balance. Yeah, that sounds like fucking memes. Something memes would say. Did you guys know that memes he's not just a guru, he's a sex guru, a love guru, a content guru, and just an overall universal guru. Piper was
triple
confused.
Guru.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Piper was fucking drunk last night. That was cool.
Oh, nice.
That was fun. So how does Freeze get first billing on this comment?
That's
Punk
it.
Trace is like, we're putting the older person for second.
Yep.
Older people in the back.
Yeah, get back of the line.
What the hell, man?
I actually did that to someone at a line one time. Like I was I'm standing there. It's a long fucking line. I'm at a Dragon Con. I'm at the only CVS that's nearby. We're trying to pick up some shit.
It's probably packed with everybody wearing cosplay and shit.
Oh yeah. And this one dude just like I'm turned around talking to my buddy because we're in line for like 30 fucking minutes and we're only halfway through the damn thing, but it's the only place we're gonna get this shit. So I'm standing there. That I look back and there's like this short dude who's standing like right in front of me, and he's just trying his hardest not to look conspicuous, just like chin down into his chest, eyes darting everywhere, and I'm like, dude, what the? No, back of the line. And this guy was like super dark for us. So for a second, I was like, is that kind of racist of me? Nah.
It's fine. Sorry, I had to crack the neck there. What's up, Becky? How you doing? Welcome to the Wake and Bake. It's Sunday morning, and I'm getting ready to pack up some of this Fat Billy, is what it's called.
Invisiweed.
Yeah, Fat Billy. So I'm into it. What do you got? What did you hit this morning?
I don't even know, man. I just
like it's a thing. It was there. I touched
like,
it.
Yeah.
It was
like,
a thing.
I get it. I say thanks. Yeah. Sometimes I find out, sometimes I don't.
I'm basically Piper's roommate's Fizz's sidekick on my own channel. Wait, what just happened? What
He's saying he's a sidekick on his own channel too.
Oh,
so you get to be the sidekick on your own channel. I'm the sidekick on my own channel.
I'm no longer the sidekick in any channel. I have too many
could
channels.
Be like a flying sidekick, but you don't fly. Like
I'd like to think that the Wake and Bake podcast is just a collaboration of brilliant minds. There's no really co-host or host. It's just, I think the only time I could call myself a host is at the beginning when I'm just introducing everything. Other than that, man, it's really like this is just us hanging out. This isn't like there's nothing more to it than just that. Like, you know, it's we would be having these same conversations if we were not live. I think.
I feel like Brilliant Minds is putting out the wrong message to people. They're gonna come here and be like, "This was the Brilliant Minds." Maybe before they got stoned.
The high mind.
Okay, there you go.
It's not the hive mind. It's the high mind.
Yeah. We have a high-minded attitude here.
Yes.
Yeah,
actually, do me a favor.
all that shit. Yeah.
Dress everybody in the chat real quick. I gotta just grab something real quick. Just yeah.
Okay.
Ords
is peeing. He's he doesn't have the bathroom set up, so he's running the sink in the kitchen. Just that's what's going on right now. Oh. Let's see. Gonna read some chats here. Can't pull them up, but Phil, fine. Ords is the Bruce Wayne Batman, and Steven is the Batman Beyond version. You know what? I'll take Batman Beyond. I still think that they should have made, this was a rumor that came out years ago, and I thought it would have worked, was bring back Michael Keaton as Batman for Batman Beyond, the old man Bruce Wayne, and get Nicholas Hoult, the guy who played Beast in X-Men First Class, get him to be, I can't remember his name, but Batman Beyond. You know, the
Terry.
Batman for that. Terry. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they should have gotten Michael Keaton and Nicholas Hoult would have been good for it. I don't think Robert Pattinson, who they got now, is, you know, whatever they're calling him, New Bat. I don't know. He wouldn't have worked.
No. Hold on a second. Man, did I forget the lighter? Shit. I forgot the fucking.
All right, here I got one. Here.
Oh, thanks, man.
Yeah.
All right, it's still your show.
Oh man, it's still my show. I didn't come prepared or nothing. You're just gonna like toss this on me?
It's the Wake and Bake. No, whoever comes prepared to the Wake and Bake.
But you come prepared to the you don't prepare? You don't do something? That explains it. Yeah. All right. I'm with Becky. Ords, take a hit. Yeah. Don't put urine in the sink, says Papa Cotton. Why not? It's just, you know, you're being more ecological. You're using less water every time you flush. You use enough water to kill a goldfish. I'm saving goldfish by peeing in the sink, you goldfish murderer.
You know, also, man. Okay, oh shit, not what I wanted to do. Also, this apartment is still a mess from moving. It's still a mess, man. I gotta jump over and hop over things, navigate through, you know, treacherous terrain just to get to the bathroom.
Oh, yeah, it's like that where in this room specifically where I am, because we're like fixing up other parts of the house.
Yeah.
And so everything winds up back here because
right,
my space doesn't get respected. That's why it is.
Welcome to being a man.
Yep. Hey, you got room for a couple more boxes? Yeah.
Yes, I do. I guess. Here, let me tape some pictures of superheroes on these boxes to at least try to cover them up a little bit.
Try to make me feel somewhat better about it. Yeah.
Yeah, totally. All right, let's take a look at the chat because everyone's going off in here. If you would have told him to sit in the back of the bus, it would have been extreme. No, it wouldn't have. You stop talking, Pablo. Fine. Or
not if he's cutting. Not if he's cutting the line. Then you got to tell him back of the bus.
So Steven is Terry? No, he's not. What are you talking about? Also, what I was doing, Freeze, was I was taking your advice and putting something on like the door there.
Ah, yeah. Do the towel under,
Not a towel, there's some old hockey socks.
Nice. Hockey sock, towel, basically the same thing.
Pretty much. I mean, I need to get back into playing hockey, but I want to lose some weight, and I want to get back to where I like it. If I run a half a block, I don't feel like dying. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I definitely know what you're saying. First thing I ought to do is quit smoking. But, you know, if I put off working out until I finally quit the nasty fucking cigarettes, then Yeah, it's just never gonna happen. Gotta start one then the other. I do get my diet fixed though, so
I
got that
quit
going for
smoking
me.
cigs, dude.
Nice.
You know what I
Nice.
did? I waited till I was like super sick. Like I got sick. I didn't feel like smoking cigarettes anyway. I was like, I'm gonna feel like shit when I smoke anyway. So if I'm sick, I'm gonna feel like shit. Yeah, I'm gonna feel like extra shit, but at least I'll already feel like shit. So I might as well just fucking quit. So that I maybe wait till you get real sick or something, and then like, all right, I'm deciding to do this now.
Yeah, right as we're getting into spring when sick season is over.
Well,
So
I don't know.
can
I'm
have
sure
myself like another
felt
8
coughing in your
months.
face or something.
Yeah, that'll work.
Sure felt a little cough in your face.
Like, hey, you're sick. Let me shake your hand. No, lick it first.
Yeah.
Lick your hand. Now let me shake your hand.
All right. Well, here we go. Becky says take a hit. So let's. Well, I don't think Freeze is going to because he's.
I'll take one more peer pressure.
Okay, then that's it. That's it.
Always works.
And I'll stop you there. Okay, here we go. Thank you, Becky. This is for you.
You ever fucked a man? No. Have I ever? I'm asking you. Have you ever fucked a man? I know you're a man. That's why I'm asking you. Have you ever had a gay experience? College? I knew it. I fucking knew it. What was your fraternity?
Oh, we got to get Darth back on, man. I miss Darth. He's been having like an existential crisis, man. He's like having a hard time with his channel and like being demonetized and shit. And,
yeah.
Like he doesn't know what to do with himself, dude.
I mean, he's pumping out videos like crazy. Whew.
That man is dedication, that's for sure. I understand why he feels the way he does about shit sometimes, because the guy puts his heart and soul into the shit. I love the fishes because they're so delicious. Gotta go fishing. I need to put that 90s version of that commercial on the channel here. I need to get some more 90s commercials. You might have paid attention in class, but you really should avoid telling black people to sit in the back of the bus. It's a thing. Nobody's telling.
It has been a thing for like 60 years.
Yeah, what are you, Papa? Stop talking. I'm gonna stop acknowledging you. God damn it. Darth is crushing it. His videos are the best, dude. Pop, I'm so glad that you said that, because it was funny because I was a fan of Darth before I even started hanging out with him. And I remember, you can even ask Kashyyyk. I told her, I was like, this dude and I are gonna be good friends. We're gonna be best friends. Watch. He doesn't even know it yet, and we're gonna be best friends. And then here we are.
I'm gonna stalk him. That's how it's gonna work.
No, it wasn't even that, man. It was like because realistically, I don't talk to him a whole lot because he's so busy doing his own thing, and he's like he lives in a different state than where his girlfriend does and all this stuff. So it's like he's constantly busy back and forth, all up and down. He's like out to California sometimes because he does filming and stuff out there. I mean, the dude is like all over the freaking place, man. But yeah, so
yeah, he's got to be crazy busy.
Yeah. I mean, the only thing that the guy really owns is a nice car. That's it. He really doesn't own much of anything else. He should reinvent himself. Star Wars is dead.
Your image is Jabba the Hutt. Can't be that dead.
And who are we talking about? Who should reinvent
Darth? Darth. He's saying, Darth News should.
Oh yeah, that's my plan. But yeah, Darth is crushing it, dude. Look, man. It sucks that YouTube is like fucking them the way they are.
Yeah.
Weren't you on a panel at a con with him? Yes, we did. It was Fan Expo, Chicago. We did a live panel with Darth and the Nerdporial Life Form, where we talked about like why we started making content, what we do, that sort of thing. But yeah, no, man.
Yeah, I caught that one. I was really high though, so you had to say something for me to remember. Like I was sitting there watching it, like they're talking about some like deep important shit, man.
Yeah, no, that's where I need to be right now. But
yeah,
he's just got so much passion, not just for like making content, but for just life. Like Darth is so I just love him, dude. He is family to me.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't click fast enough when he uploads. His videos are on another level. I'm glad you understand, Papa. I'm glad that you understand, because even he says like people don't get why I make the videos I do, like why I edit my videos the way I do, but I think they're phenomenal. They tell a story, and No, trust me on this one. Trust me on this one. What's up, Snow? You fucking showed up, dude. You're like early and shit, dude.
Early?
Yeah.
Oh, I guess. Yeah, well, kinda. All right, maybe.
Good morning, Keshik. Good morning to you.
Yeah, no. Actually, I was on the phone with the amazing Mexican Iron Man. That's why I'm late early. So. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I was having a conversation with him and just checking up on him, seeing how he's doing.
Nice, man. How is he doing?
Oh, he's a little stressed. You know, tax season and all that shit. He's got some family stuff going on. You know,
shit. That reminds me, dude. I got to do taxes. Shit.
Yeah, he's
do that soon.
He's swamped, and so he'll be, very sporadic, unfortunately, for the next couple of months because he's going to be balls to the wall. Yeah, I was sitting back there for a minute. I didn't know if you knew.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, I did not know.
Right.
And yes, for those of you who don't know, Darth's puppy dog is Oscar. He's great. He's phenomenal. You can see him in the video that we did together. It was like the promotion for the unicorn stream, and then like Darth came out and hung out at the farm.
I remember that video.
Yeah, he's just so. He did all that with his phone, dude.
And that camera work is so good on that.
Know,
like when he does the 360 flip, was that him just like doing this and walking? Like
no, that was just... him holding the phone like this. He was holding the phone like this and going, like, yeah,
wow,
I don't know. Yeah, dude.
He's got the touch, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Well, dude, as soon as I actually finish a full song and get it produced and everything, he's gonna come out and we're gonna film the music video.
Oh fuck yeah! Man, don't tease me with that shit.
Well, I'm on some like Snow, dude. I'm on some like maybe we can fly you out here when we do that, and I'd love to have you like in some way be a part of it, dude.
Oh, I'd love to. I've been dying to find somebody to film a music video for me because my favorite, well, I won't say my favorite because my favorite song's different, but my most well-produced song is called Watch My Strut, and we put a shit ton of money and just, we pulled out all the stops. We brought in the guitarist, the backup singer, we brought in another rapper. Yeah, I mean, we went all out on this one, right? I paid the engineer, I had it mixed, mastered, all that good shit. I thought this was going to be the one that would be the club popper or whatever, and it didn't get much traction, and I always blame the fact that I never did a music video to it. So, yeah, that's what I need.
Well, that's fucking, why are we not filming a music video for it?
Well, I kind of need them down here, unfortunately, because I'd have to collaborate with the other rapper that's in that music video, the backup singer that's in that music video. I'd want to bring my guitarist in so he could get some screen time because he's got a little solo at the end of it. So there's people down here I'd want to be in it, so it'd be better if he was down here. Yeah,
for sure. What's up, Tina? It's good to see you. Long time no see. Hopefully life is good for you. We miss you.
We could probably film like part of it, maybe, but
yeah. Well, either way, man. Like, I just want to put some. Like, I just want it to be cool to create. I just want to fucking create, man. That's all.
Well, you could do another song for me too, because I got other songs. It's just me,
Well, let's do that then. Why the fuck are we not doing this? Yes.
You could do a really good Rent Stew video for me.
Ooh, I got the apartment, man. We could
walk door to door and just kick doors open. Rent Stew.
Yeah. Yeah, like wearing a suit and tie and shit with black sunglasses, like a bunch of badasses and shit, just kicking doors in and shit.
I love it.
Hell yeah, that's what's up.
It's also a nice way to like meet your neighbors. It's a creative way to knock on the door and be like, "Hey, can I kick your door in?" Like, not really kick your door in, but make it look like I'm kicking your door in. And then maybe just a little bit, break the frame just a little bit. Is that cool?
And then hand them some money and say, you get to keep this money, but for the shot, you need to put it up and hand it back to me. But then after the shot's over, I'll hand it back to you for being such a cool neighbor. I
was gonna say,
we Monopoly money, dude.
That video that we did with Darth, our Keshik and our little one was in it in that video too with the dog and shit. It was cool. It was a cool ass fucking video, man.
Nice.
Sorry, Ors, I have to go have a good stream. Becky, be well.
Bye, Becky.
Much love to you, Becky.
Bye.
Let's see who else is here. Yo, El Chubo Cabra.
Okay, El Chewbacca Cabra, I think is Wookiee / Papa, right?
Nope.
Is that somebody completely different?
That's not who that is.
Papa, is that your backup account, El Chuba Kappa Bakra, or is that somebody new?
And I'm
'Cause
going to
he's
send in
my
the
chat
Wookiee.
too.
Listen, he says, I'm going to play my game while I'm listening, so I'm going to send in the Wookiee.
See, it is him. I
No,
know.
he said
No,
it's
it's not.
a different Wookiee.
It's a different
Wookiee.
Wookiee. See, different.
Whatever.
There's more than one Wookiee. You got several.
It's like an upgrade of his old profile.
Oh, we would have Darth do all of that stuff, memes. Yeah, we would have Darth do all that stuff. Although I do love your editing style. I love watching his like clips of like all the shit he steals from everybody else. Like every time he comes on a fucking stream, I'm like, this motherfucker, I gotta listen to this goddamn song again. Fucking, here's memes. Fucking this big ass entrance. And then he'll clip it and make like a collage of all the times I was bitching about him coming on stream, and it's fucking hilarious, man. Fortnite creator with Unreal 5 is coming. What does that mean?
Unreal
and,
Engine.
and just so everybody knows, he's Fat
man.
Matt Jarbo in this fucking thing. So I commend you, Monkey
I love that
Jeebus.
meme.
I love the Fat Matt Jarbo. That guy's such a turd.
I've dropped that meme a few times.
Guy's such a turd.
Matt the Hut or whatever.
Jarbo
Jarbo the Hut.
Jarbo. That's fucking bad.
Jarbo the Hut.
Oh my god, that guy. I can't even with that fucking guy.
He's such a turd.
That's what I'm saying. Just a big stinky turd in the punch bowl, man.
It sucks because for some reason Saggy Melons continues to be friends with that piece of shit. Anyway,
yeah, whatever, man.
So once in a while I have to deal with him. Like if I go over to her channel, I see him in the chat, but I still talk shit.
I don't hate Jarbo. I just think he's a fucking turd. I think that if he would just like be cool, man, be chill, bro. Stop being such a fucking. Just be chill, man. Like we be cool with you, bro. You just gotta be chill. Stop being such a fucking wiener.
He's the definition of a jealous hater.
This is my first YouTube name, actually.
Was it? Okay, I thought it looked familiar, to be honest.
I like it. I like the art. I would love to buy that T-shirt right there. Just saying.
And we're getting some Papa lore in this.
I'm having some flashbacks because I think I remember that.
Saggy is slowly becoming based. I like Saggy. I got no problem with Saggy. Saggy's a good person. You guys got to know Saggy though. That's the thing.
Yeah.
You got to know Saggy. You can't just go off of what her channel's about because that.
No.
Saggy knows what she's doing, man.
She's got Teflon skin, but she ain't nothing but a softie under that shit.
Yeah, and she knows what she's doing, man. She knows how to get people to watch her shit. There's a reason why people know who the fuck she is. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah. She knows how to ruffle feathers.
I mean, like she had all that shit with fucking Rich from Review Tech. That fucking I used to sub to that dude, and then he just turned into a fucking weird asshole, man.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got into his whole controversy with quartering.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
It's like you guys are like in the same space. Chill the fuck out, man.
Yeah.
That's some horse shit. There's been so much segregation of fandoms and channels and shit. Like people fighting with each other over stupid shit. Like, oh my god, you supported The Mandalorian after The Last Jedi. How dare you? I can't talk to you anymore. You supported Disney. Or oh my god, you like the last season of Star Trek Picard, and I can't be friends with you anymore because I don't, support Star Trek. And that kind of shit is bullshit. And anybody who's like unfriending people or not collaborating with people just because they found something they actually appreciate or like, you're the fucking problem, man. You are. Right. Because that's what we're supposed to do. If we find something we like, you're supposed to say, this is good, they're doing something right, support this. If this is, that way they give us more of this. If you don't tell them when they're doing it right, they're not going to continue to do it right. You know what I mean? I just don't understand that type of thinking. Because people that are like, oh, we just got to completely shut them out and all together. Well, yeah, you don't pay them if it's crap. But if they give you good content, tell them.
Yeah.
Praise them.
Yep.
Say, there it is. Thank you. That's the right shit. Do that. Like this last season of Picard. I'm not a Star Trek fan. There's a ton of people out there that are saying this last season of Picard is excellent. I'm like, cool.
I need to give it a watch. I do, because I'm a big Star Trek guy. I need to give it a try.
Yeah,
And
I don't give a
it's-
fuck either way, to be honest. I'm not Star Trek, but if it was Star Wars, I'd be fucking thrilled that there's
Mhm.
some badass
Love
Star
that.
Wars out there to watch. You know,
Right.
No, I'm with
there's
you on that.
there's nothing more satisfying. Like you were saying, if you're like listening to what people are saying. The way to the algorithm, I think, on YouTube is through your comment section, right? If somebody comments and says, "Hey, I like what you're doing here," keep doing that. You could do a video and lose 4 subscribers, right? But that one subscriber who comments and says, "This is what I like this," not only have they taken the time to watch your video, they've taken the time to comment and want you to do more of that. So even if you lose 4 subscribers, you're the one person who's actually taking the time to interact with you, talk to you. That's the person you're catering to. Get 1,000 of those people. You get 1,000 of those subscribers, and you get 1,000 views every video. But my point, I guess, to play off what you were saying, I know that's kind of a sidebar there, but it's in what your people are saying. The people that are watching you, the people that are watching the content, the video. If you listen to what they're saying, it can only benefit you. Look what happened with the Sonic movie, right? That horror show of a fucking nightmare hellscape character that they designed. The fans fucking lost. It was like, this is disgusting. What is this? They went back, redesigned it, and look, they put out a sequel.
Yep. And it didn't have to be like a perfect one-to-one creation of the original. Just let us know you put some heart into it. Let us know that you're paying attention to what us, the fans, want. They spent a lot of money on that shit, too.
Yeah, going back and fixing that shit?
Hell,
that
even
wasn't
with
cheap.
even with Amazon, there's quite a few Amazon Prime shows that have come out that I thought were really good. Man in the High Castle was solid. Reacher recently was pretty good. But I get kind of tired of some of their shit because they'll have one really good season, then it'll crash afterwards.
Yeah.
It'll just become turds after the fact. But when something good comes out, I do try to praise it. I think one of the ones recently that I really liked was Terminal List. That was good shit. But then at the same time, at the same time, I don't want to. I try personally not to just use Amazon because it's it's destroying local businesses at times.
Right.
If you can find something at a local small business, you should go there and buy it. But when they're putting out good content, I gotta praise them for it.
That's true too. That's it, man.
But then you could turn around and dog them at the same time because they did such a shit job with Lord of the Rings. So it's kind of give and take. And another thing that I noticed with all this stuff is when I signed up for Disney Plus, I was excited for The Mandalorian when it was coming out, and I was excited for what they were going to do and the new series with the Marvel series. And now that we've had a couple of years of it, and we've seen all these series that have come out, it's really proven the point that there's some things that just need to remain movies and some things that can be series. And Star Wars and Marvel are a classic example of that. And trial and error. But boy, I tell you, if that didn't wake them up, they're in for some hurt because that Marvel and franchise, I mean, it's tanking so bad right now.
Right.
Oh man, and but we will teach them the lesson if they do not want to learn it, and that is stop subscribing, stop watching, and there you go.
That's it.
They'll have to fix it.
I agree. Chewbacca Cabra, just saying.
I don't know if I entirely agree with the sentiment that some things just work better as movies and some things just work better as shows, because we can kind of see both having worked in the past for Star Wars and for Marvel. Marvel when Netflix had the Marvel shows, they were coming out with good shit. Daredevil, Jessica Jones. I've only seen season 1 of Luke Cage, but that was good shit. And then for Star Wars, I liked the first season of Mandalorian. I liked it being the simpler, just sort of a adventure style show, more along the the old pre-reel movies, the serial shows you would see that would roll before the movies. It was kind of along the lines of that for the first season of Mandalorian. It was good shit. I think it's just the creators they have in it now. They're trying to push the wrong thing. It's constantly you have to put a particular message first above everything else. And you should have some sort of moral lesson in the show, otherwise it wouldn't be interesting. But they don't know how to properly use allegory to get this through. They have to just straight up tell you what they're doing, and it's just not interesting. I think that's one of the biggest faults they have going for them. I also just think that the current generation of young writers coming up, you've got a few standouts in there, but the people who are getting pushed into the positions
Right.
aren't interesting people. I think that social media, and yeah, I mean, I do use social media occasionally, but I think just growing up on social media has made, unfortunately, not an entire generation, but enough just uninteresting people.
I agree with you, Freeze, and that's the problem is you're right. We had a couple decent series here and there, but it seems to be the exception and not the rule. We've had so many bad series on top of it, and so many, especially the Marvel. So they need to be way more consistent with that. If I'm going to lean towards, you guys got something going with series, and not the movies, or you can do both. For now, the way I look at it is the movies are still superior, and until they can prove that wrong and be more consistent. Like I said, for now, it's the exception, not the rule.
Well, they don't have to be superior; they just have to be good, right? Like
superior compared to what they've been putting out.
Yeah, it's just nothing's been good.
No,
it hasn't. It's been. That's why I don't even really watch it. Like Punk was saying, he's like, I don't really watch it because of the negativity. Well, I don't really watch it because it sucks. It's like I already know it's going to be bad when I watch it. Why would I waste my time? That's why I started talking about music on my other channel. Is because it's like there's actually interesting shit going on in music right now. I always say enjoy what you like, even if the show's crap, and that's absolutely true. Look, what are you like? Woke crap? That's fine. That's what you like. That's what you like. It's not what I like. It's not what other people like, and you have to accept that as just as much as I have to accept that you like it. You have to accept the fact that I don't like it, and it just why I don't watch it anymore, because I'm gonna get disappointed every fucking time. It's why I don't even talk about this stuff a lot on my other channel anymore, because it's gonna suck, and there are people who do this content way better than me anyway. So it's like, yeah.
Well, we do have the occasional good thing coming out. Orville New Horizons. That was, I mean, it was like a year and a half ago, but that was good shit. And you know what? That had some SJW shit in there. It had some messaging in there, but they did it good.
Yeah, I mean, and look, that's okay if you're trying to get a point across, as long as it enhances the story. Like, people are like, oh, don't inject politics into this. No. Politics are okay in pop culture properties if it progresses the story, right? If it, like, we'll use an example, like, I don't know if it was actual messaging, but you could look at, like, Episode 1, Star Wars, right? Like, put them all in camps, and, well, you know what I mean? Like, you could equate that to a specific point in time. But, it was used to progress the story. It wasn't used to, like, jam it down your throat. It wasn't used to sell the movie. It was just a part of the story. And that's, yeah, you get what I'm saying.
Well, I think the problem is that they have to have, like, literal Yahtzees in there.
Yeah.
Like, they can't just have the allegory for them. And even if it also shouldn't be a one-to-one allegory. It's not like, the Empire was a one-to-one allegory for Germany in the 30s.
Right. Modern writers have no life experiences like the older ones who fought wars, taught schools. Exactly. That's the thing. That's a super good point, Soul Assassin. Life is so easy for people that they don't struggle, right? Great gangster rap. Snow, where did it come from?
Gangster rap came from gangsters.
The streets.
The streets, right?
Experiences, fighting.
Real shit. Yep.
Right.
The people that live through it.
Some of the best
gangster rappers.
Right.
Yes.
Some of the best stories ever told based on true facts, right?
Yes. Exactly. Yep. That's why Fuck the Police and Straight Outta Compton and all that was so hard hitting and so original and literally transpired throughout different cultures because it was real and it was just raw and yeah.
And this is why we get the shit we get now, because Snow, you and I, we grew up in shitty circumstances. I'm sure, like, we grew up on the streets. We grew up hanging out with fucking punks and thugs and that's
drug dealers and cocaine dealers and
right,
pill poppers
the whole fucking bit.
I've seen it, been there, done that. Yes, sir.
I mean, like I grew up. My parents were in drug recovery. I watched people come in, get clean, go out, use once, and die.
I
I've
always
seen-
tell people, as a child, it wasn't unusual to have the police show up at my house for some domestic violence for the weekend.
I remember my mom calling the cops on my brother and I because we were like literally beating the living shit out of each other in the front yard. Like, this is the dumb shit that's how we grew up. But these writers nowadays, everything, they don't understand struggle. The biggest struggle that they have is, oh, you don't allow me to be a certain thing, or you don't agree with my viewpoint, or like that's the biggest struggle that they've had in their life. So that's why they've screamed the loudest about it, is because to people like us who have seen all the bullshit. And Freeze, I know you've seen some shit. So it's like we're looking at you like try having some real fucking problems. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what you're fucking making a big deal about, and this truly is people have not had to suffer.
Let me give you a great example of this, Hordes. This is something that just happened. You could probably find it pretty easily on either Twitter or YouTube, whatever. It was a big story that came out last week. Anyway, I can't remember which woke city it was in. I want to say Seattle or San Fran. But this Asian lady, a 40-something-year-old Asian lady, probably weighed 100 pounds soaking wet, walks up to her ATM to pull out $4,300 to get ready for her trip to go back home to Korea or whatever, right?
Okay.
She go see family she hadn't seen in 6 years, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
Anyway, as she's doing this homeboy comes out of nowhere, grabs her to rob her for her cash, right? And he immediately grabs something. If you watch the video, he grabs something and then kind of drops her for a minute and starts to walk away, and then comes back, grabs her again, picks her up, and slams her. Okay?
Yeah.
So, for $4,300, this woman is now a paraplegic. She is stuck in a wheelchair for the rest of her life.
Jesus.
This is the reality that these people do not understand. If she was more in depth to what reality is and not the woke bullshit that she's probably been indoctrinated with, she would have been inquired to have a Second Amendment type of situation where you should have had a gun on you if you're pulling out $4,000 in cash in the middle of downtown hood, area that's known for crime. How stupid can you be? But these are how oblivious these fucking people are. So yes, I feel bad that she's a cripple now, but at the same time I don't, because it's like you don't realize that it's not all lollipops and freaking jelly beans. I mean, you get out in the real world and shit can happen real quick. And it's just like, they paste their whole life around their feelings and my identity, and it's just bullshit.
If you were to look at the numbers, the propensity of death just walking out your front door every day, you would never fucking leave your house. You would never fucking leave your house.
That's why I stopped watching the news when I was living near DC. We were talking about this Friday with a runner.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's saying, it's fine to go into Chicago. Just, know what you're doing. Know where you're going. Don't hang out in certain places.
And that's just smart. That's
Don't
just
go
smart
at
to know about
Yeah.
where you're going. Like, I'm not going to book a trip to Vegas, never researching what goes on in Vegas and how shit goes down in Vegas. You know what I'm saying? And then, or even talk to the locals when I get there. Yo, hey, what do I do here? Where do I go here? Where should I not be? That was in Houston. The cops caught the guy who body slammed the woman. Well, fucking good. And I hope they throw the fucking book at him. I don't want my entertainment to lecture me on how to be a better person. Go fuck yourself, Tony Robbins. Nah.
Oh yeah, they caught him, but like I said, she's going to be crippled for life. She'll never fucking walk again. Never be able to use the bathroom again. For what? To pull out $4,000 out of an ATM. And if, like I said, if you were smart and you knew Houston, I mean, come on, Houston's not exactly a friendly place.
No.
I know some rappers from Houston. I've heard some shit. Okay.
Yeah.
There's some bad shit that happens in Houston.
I got friends in Houston, and they. Yeah.
Exactly.
It's like Chicago, dude. It's very similar to Chicago, the way
you're in Texas, which is a very Second Amendment friendly. So why wouldn't you be packing when you go pull $4,000 out of an ATM downtown Houston?
Yeah, that would never. No.
But these, and I hate to say it, I don't know her for shit. She may not be woke, but I'm guessing that she's been indoctrinated to think that she doesn't need a firearm walking around with $4,000 cash downtown because she watches stupid woke CNN and shit where, we need to get rid of guns and there'll be less gun violence if we get rid of guns. Wrong. You're only getting rid of guns from people that actually need them,
Right.
law-abiding citizens, not
Right. Yeah, because those motherfuckers that have illegal guns are still going to have those illegal guns.
Exactly.
And we have to
Go ahead.
completely ignore the 1 to 2.5 million defensive uses every year that occur.
Oh yeah,
Right.
don't talk about that. No.
To kind of I wrote this down so it's kind of to conceptualize what we're talking about here. It's that these young writers do not have enough personal experience to write a personal story. And that's part of the problem we're seeing with modern writing, is that everything has to be this global issue. And it's mostly things that people are told about. It's not things that they actually experience themselves. And that's what we're missing from good stories. Like I was talking earlier about defending Daredevil. What made Daredevil so good is that you have, the 3 main cast characters there, and you're getting personal stories about these people. Right. Now, when you watch a Marvel movie, it's so, everything has to be so big and so broad, and we're taking on these huge issues that go far beyond us, and they go through entire communities in the world, and that's just not interesting to an average, not even just an average, but a viewer. An individual viewer wants to sit down and hear a personal story, something they can relate with in some way, or something that they could find relatable in order to live through an experience that they haven't gone through themselves. But someone who's lived these things is the only type of person who can describe it properly.
Right. No, absolutely. Isn't Houston liberal? I don't know for a fact.
I think so,
but I would assume it borderlines more on the liberal side of things.
I know a couple of the big cities in Texas.
Austin
is. Is it Austin? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know a couple
huge.
of them are.
Well, dude, Austin was liberal before fucking Houston, before all of that shit. Yeah, I mean,
right.
They used to call it. It was like the diamond in the rough, so to speak, right? Back when liberalism was like everybody just kind of did their thing. You know what I'm saying? And now that it's what it is, and yeah, man, it.
Well, from my perspective, and I hate to say this, guys, out loud, but it has to be said sometimes. If you're a white straight male, you probably should look into making sure that you stay strapped and have protection on you, because unfortunately the mainstream media right now is going after white straight males and really attacking them hard, and so we're kind of getting targets put on our back a little bit, just saying.
That's why I stay at home and stream.
It's just better to be prepared, and not get caught with your pants down.
Punk Trey says, I don't listen to modern music. I like to listen to music from the 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s. Punk, here's the thing. There actually is really good modern music out there. If you want me to send you some shit, I will. Some stuff that I think that you would enjoy and be into, let me know, dude. Also, check out my other videos on the main channel, the Orts Board channel, because you get some good ideas from that as well. So there is good modern music out there. Trust me.
It's not on the radio is the problem. You're not going to hear it there.
Yeah, right. Exactly. And if you like 90s funk, hip hop type of feel, check out my music, Snow Dub Music. I got a playlist right here on my channel, and that's the kind of feel that I put out, or at least I used to. Hopefully, be doing it again here real soon.
Phil says, I am personally not a fan of guns, but I do realize the importance that there are cases where you may need them for protection.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, 100%. I mean, being a fan of guns isn't. Look, man, I'm not a fan of knives.
It's not about being a fan.
I'm not a fan of knives, but they serve a purpose.
Phil is probably not a fan because he probably, and I may be wrong, but he's probably never shot one or maybe only once type of thing. Once you become comfortable with a gun, it's a different scenario. I think most people are uncomfortable instead of not being fans or whatever. They just don't understand.
I always have something on me, whether it's a blade or something. We won't talk about details, but I always have something on me.
I carry. I got everywhere I go, pretty much. I got my pistol on me.
That's it. Good morning, fellas. Shit, I missed the morning. No, you didn't. You're here. Welcome. It's the morning still. Just smoke a little herb, and you'll be good to go. My youngest son just turned 21 and is the last of us to get his concealed carry license. We feel it is necessary for in Chicagoland. 100%.
Oh God, yes,
Yeah.
definitely,
100%.
definitely in Chicago.
100%.
Jesus.
And Illinois kind of sucks with laws too, because like they even look at how much weed you buy. Like when you go to get concealed carry and stuff, they look at how much weed you buy from the dispensary and shit. And yeah, it's goofy, dude. It's goofy. Thank you for sharing that out. I appreciate that. California votes liberal, but doesn't hold extreme views outside of the San Francisco. I'm sure there's probably pockets. I'm sure there's probably pockets that hold on to those goofy views, but yeah, no, that's why that state is so interesting. Ords had a pretty dope listening party the other day. Yes, fucking awesome, man. If you understood why we need guns, you'd be a fan.
Yep.
Well, I don't. I think it's okay to not appreciate something, or not. Maybe that's the wrong way to put it. Not be a fan of something, but understand and appreciate that it's a necessity. Like, I don't have to like a certain thing, but I can accept it that it exists, right? Like, I don't have to like that, I have to get up every day and go to work, but it's something that people do and it exists and you have to do it. So,
Well, that's what makes this country of ours great, is because,
right.
people like myself and Phil can have our differences about the issue itself, but he can understand that it seems to me like he understands the necessity of it, and that's fine. You don't have to be a fan as long as you're not trying to take away my ability to do so.
It's a tool. At the end of the day, it's a tool.
Right.
Yeah.
I can do. I can do the same amount of damage to you at close range with a nail gun.
Right.
Or chainsaw.
It's a tool. We gotta understand that it's a tool, and tools are to be respected and learned how to use. Like, you don't just like, hey, I know you never used a saw before, but go ahead and use that circular saw over there. Like, no, like, it's a tool. We need to be taught how to use it. Well, I am hesitant of guns because one of my childhood friends is killed by a gun. In this case, it was I totally understandable, man. I've had a lot of similar situations. I remember when I was a kid, I had a stepbrother who they were playing football on the west end of my town, and there was a guy trying to repossess a car. Well, the guy's car that was being repossessed started firing at him, and he took off running and ran through this field of kids. The guy started shooting at the kids. He got hit in the leg, blown his leg apart, and all kinds of it was.
Damn.
I've seen it all, dude. I've been shot at, dude. I've been stabbed. I was stabbed in the liver, man. Like.
I had a best friend that got shot in the face with a .22 rifle. Bullet went through his teeth, through his tongue, and lodged in the back of his throat. And we thought he was going to die, but the sucker lived through it, man. It malformed his tongue a little bit, and he had to get a couple teeth put back in. And he does have the lead bullet still lodged in his neck, and they told him that he would die from lead poisoning in 100 years, which was kind of funny, but... yeah, man. I mean, gangster shit happens, and but like I was saying, Ords, I can load up a nail gun, turn the pressure all the way up, and riddle your ass next to a wall. So, if you really want to point the finger at the person, because weapons are weapons. You can dismantle and fuck somebody up with just about anything.
Right. A gun can't think.
Yeah, they just put stereotypes on guns because they're one of the most convenient and easiest ways to do it. And that's basically its main purpose, is to shoot people. That's why they focus in on that. But if you look at the broad spectrum, you look over in like China and all that shit where they ban guns, they got and England and stuff, they got knifings that are happening.
Oh, it's out of control.
Fucking machetes coming out, people chopping people up on buses.
I think when they outlawed guns, I think that next year the spike in stabbing incidents was like 3 times what it originally
through the roof. Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, also go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, I just want to put this in perspective for Phil as somebody who should have a problem with guns. My father committed suicide with a gun. Growing up, my mother, because of that, her what does she say? I don't believe in guns. Well, it's not about believing in guns. They exist. They exist. You can't not believe in it. But I understand the sentiment behind it, meaning she doesn't like it. She doesn't, because of the situation. Now she thinks completely differently about it. Has her concealed carry, carries a gun, the whole bit. So they're at this point in the game, they're necessity. They're absolute necessity. And yes, they're hesitant, and bad things have happened because of them, freak accidents. But like I said, if you were to look at the numbers, the propensity of death just walking outside your door, I mean, I think walking outside with strapped is going to give you a better chance of survival than not. Better to have it, not need it. And I do agree with Chewbacca Cabra. Freedom is pretty fucking cool, man. I had a gun pointed at me and have nothing against guns, just idiots who got a hold of them. That's 100% it. I had my boss. He had a gun pulled at him in Chicago, and the guys thought that they were somebody else, and then the one guy's like, "That's not them. That's not them." And yeah, shit happens, man. Like that's just part of it. Yeah, baby. What's up, Sean? How you doing? A kid held a gun on me and wanted my bike. I threw it at him, then jumped on the bike and kicked the gun into traffic and told him to watch my bike till I get back. He wasn't going anywhere. He was crying. That's funny. I used to get into gunfights for business. It's not as chaotic as you'd think. Well, I mean, if you live that life, sure. Like, yeah, maybe. Let me be conditioned to it a little bit more.
Right.
I've never touched or held a real gun in my life. That's okay, man. All the time. I love shooting guns. Acid attacks I hear are happening too. Yeah, that's a thing. Yeah. See, you don't even need a fucking gun. You just pour acid on somebody's fucking face, dude.
That's what I was gonna say. Brandon Herrera brought up a good point. He was saying that if people are wanting to do like mass damage, because everyone complains about mass shootings, that's where it goes to. And so if people don't have access to guns, they really want to, like, their goal is they want to go out and kill a bunch of people, they're going to come up with a different way. And when you look at the statistics, you're able to do significantly more damage, more injuries, and more deaths from other means. Timothy McVeigh still has the number one, single attacker terrorist incident in the United States. It was trying to remember how many people died. It was like 160 something people died in an instant. So outside of 9/11, like, he's, and for being a single attacker, he's number one. And
I've been saying this the whole
fertilizer.
Show. Chewbacca Cabra, I've been telling you this the whole show. I've been saying shut up the whole show. Well, here's the other thing too, is like, you don't even need lethal attacks to really do some fucking damage. EMP, man. Fucking big enough EMP, dude. You know how, like, you wouldn't even have to actually legit kill people, because they would just kill each other because of the chaos that would ensue from fucking all the electronics in this country being shut down. Cars, everything, just ceasing to work and function.
That's why you get bulk ammo.
Well, right, yeah, you don't need need electronics to fire bullets, man.
Yep.
But no, I'm just saying, like, the
cars
propensity
kill way more people than guns do, so we're gonna ban cars.
Remind me. Oh,
yeah. No, Sean won a T-shirt. He's a member of my channel, and I couldn't remember which Mike Rod shirt he won. So now he's just gonna get whatever I send him. We were talking about
last night's show earlier before you showed up.
I'm sorry.
No, it was a great show.
Oh, it was.
Yeah, was it?
Good God. Well, no. Every one of my shows is a fucking train wreck. I don't know why people tune in, to be honest. But
I don't know. I had fun.
There were some pretty good jokes in there. There's a couple good ones for sure. Yeah,
it was wild, man. UK stabbings reached the 300% in recent years, and that number keeps going up.
Piper last night was definitely on one, and she was setting all her audio equipment back up, and her audio was like louder than everybody else's.
Yeah.
So I went and re-listened to the stream, and good Lord, that woman took over the show last night. But that's fine.
She did.
She came back. It was her big, comeback show. So it was cool.
They tried to ban knives in London. Fucking pinheads. They would just use screwdrivers. Yeah, that's a thing, man. They're just gonna fucking do what they want.
That's what happens in London. Yep.
What's up, Skin?
Sharpening sticks since we were freaking cavemen. So
pointy stick, that was the pokey stick was the ultimate military tool until firearms became a thing. It was archery and pokey stick. That was how it worked.
Archery and pokey stick.
That's
technically
it.
An arrow is a pokey stick too. Yeah.
Exactly. It's just a shorter, faster pokey stick that you can shoot from far away.
Yep. Exactly.
Wow.
We can go right back to poking sticks if we need to.
I mean, hell, oh shit, what character was that?
Guns keep
From-
commies away.
Exactly.
Yes, from Aliens. You know, we got rocket controlled missiles. We got heat seeking routes. We got pointy sticks. We got rocks. We got what was that in Aliens?
Hudson. Yeah.
Hudson, yes, his speech there.
Got knives, sharp sticks.
Nice sharp sticks.
Yeah, it's a great little rant.
Yeah,
Oh,
see,
yeah.
that's it, man. See, they stab him, and by the time the cops get there, man, ain't nobody alive to say what the fuck happened.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah.
so fucked.
Yeah, and you're right. Our guns do keep the commies away. If you go back in history, there was a famous Japanese general who said, if we invade back in World War II, if we invade the coast of the United States, that the exact quote was something, and you know, I'm gonna try to get it right here, but it was along the lines of, "There would be a gun behind every blade of grass,"
Mm-hmm.
is what he said.
Yeah.
So that's why other countries don't invade us, because they know of our Second Amendment.
Well, also, you know, think about like someone trying to drop into a
Except
major
Mexico.
city. Like, yeah,
Mexico's invading us right now, currently.
they are, but we're
Go ahead.
letting him. We're letting him.
We're letting them do it. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're not shooting them on site, which we should be. But anyway, go ahead.
But imagine a bunch of Chinamen parachuting into a major city. Like the Crips, the Bloods, and MS-13 are all going to make a game of how many Chinamen can you shoot before they hit the ground.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
By Chinamen, I mean commies, not
The
the derogatory part. You know,
Right,
just
right,
the commie
right.
part. Yeah.
the commie part. Gotcha. You guys are dorks. But no, man, I think it's super important to really, you know, think about protecting yourself. You know, it's look, man, the world's a fucking crazy place, right? And you gotta prepare yourself for crazy. And yeah, pretty much how that's going down. You know, although I am starting to see a shift a little bit. I caught a video that the Quartering did about what's the new fad? Oh, what are they? Trad wives, traditional wives. He was talking about it.
Been a thing for a bit. Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's like I'm not saying that like that's what women should be doing. I'm just saying that like I'm starting to see a cultural shift towards the middle a little bit more. You know, towards the right a little bit more. Like I would love for it to settle between the right and the left. Why can't we? I'm the middle. I like this part of it. I like this part of this other side. There's things about all of it I like, and things about all of it that I hate. You know, I think in the middle is where it belongs. But Mexico, try all of South America. They stupid. Go ahead and invade. They won't. They want the responsibility to have it. Here we go. The Shellback has always got some good stuff to say about this. I believe there is a real possibility of us being invaded if things keep going the way they are. Well, they don't have to invade us when they're buying all our land up. They don't have to. They're doing it slowly and gradually. It has nothing to do. They're not invading us. They're just buying up all our property, and then, well, hey, it's our country now.
We'll put it this way: if there was an invasion, Shellback, it's definitely going to be on the West Coast where you're at, because that's where all the gun laws are the strictest. They ain't going to come up in the Gulf of Mexico and try attacking us through
Sure ain't doing that.
Texas and shit.
They are not trying to attack
Texas,
the backwoods,
Alabama, Louisiana.
Right? They ain't coming
no.
there.
No.
It'll be like what happened to the redcoats when they started when Americans started hiding in the woods and shit. With
Right.
the Americans, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yep.
like that's what's gonna happen, dude. It'll be a bunch of backwoods motherfuckers, like one backwoods dude killing like 50 of their soldiers.
Yep.
Mhm.
But that's okay, because if we have a few casualties on the West Coast before we got to push them back, yeah, I'm all right with that. You know,
Right.
Do a little herd clearing over there, maybe. You know, take a few purple-haired land whales down. You know, just kind of some fodder. You know, basically human shields that we may need to kind of start the war. You know.
Sometimes you got to cull the herd, you know. Sometimes that's just.
Well, they'll be standing out there with their sign saying, "We welcome you," you know, and we love you, and we can't wait to have communism here. And then the Chinese will walk up and shoot them in the face.
Right.
But after that, of course, we'll be there ready to return fire. So that wall of huge, flabby, pure white nastiness of purple-haired fembots will create this giant wall of flabby white cottage cheese flesh that'll bounce the bullets back, basically, and help save America. So I really do appreciate the West Coast and what they're creating over there. This giant barrier of fat,
Thank you,
disgusting,
West Coast, for being the
purple-haired.
meat shield of America. Appreciate you, West Coast.
Appreciate
Respect
you, West Coast.
for being the meat shields of America, baby. I
In the
love
meat
it.
shield.
Just stand there and be slow. Hey, you're already doing it. Good
You're like-
job. Good
You're
job.
kind of like
Keep it
a
up.
flabby Captain America.
We love it. We love you. Keep eating.
Oh man, buying land is very difficult. Nothing claiming it. Well, that's the thing, man. That's what's happening. I mean, like, look, I mean, they did this renovation of this building downtown in my the city that I'm from, the major city I'm from, and it was like this old beat down building. And I remember like dating this girl years ago, and her dad had a cleanup company that would like clean up chemical stuff. Basically, they would come in and like clean up like gas stations and shit. They like shit all that stuff. Well, I remember them talking about this. This was like 15 years goes by. I don't hear nothing, and all of a sudden this renovation is happening, and they're doing all this stuff downtown. And come to find out, it's these Chinese investors that are spending all this money to fix this stuff up and buy this property. So you have these Chinese investors who are investing in building things in American cities, and it's crazy, man. It's crazy, and God, we're in such debt to them. It's like
They pretty much own British Columbia now.
yeah.
Mhm.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, no shit.
And that's what's happening, man. That's what's
Vancouver,
happening.
BC is like 60% owned by the Chinese now, like in the real estate market. It's
I mean, think
insane.
about the censorship they have over there.
Mhm.
The censorship that's going on over there. Like, eventually, that they're gonna own enough property and be like, hey, you should probably make this illegal. Well, this is America. We're free. Yeah, but we do kind of own you guys, so you should probably listen to us because like we own it all, and it's kind of
No.
ours.
They'll get into the city councils because they're going to start creating their communities. They're going to get into the city councils. They're going to take over the local government slowly, and then they can start pushing their way up.
Well,
in
don't get me
there.
wrong, I'm all for communities and stuff like that. I'm not, I'm all for that. I don't want people to think that I'm not for communities or anything. I get what we're saying here, people, is that they don't need to invade us to do it. They have money, they can do that. They have money and people and influence, so they can do those sorts of things.
Well, we
here's
shouldn't
where
be
we-
selling off like huge swaths of our lands to foreign investors. We've been doing this shit since the 80s, but back then it was the Japanese. We were
Right.
selling off huge portions of land to the Japanese.
The problem is how do they get the money to do this? And how they got the money is we gave them all our manufacturing back in the 60s and 70s and 80s. And so now they own all the manufacturing. We've become dependent on them. I believe they produce 90% of our antibiotics across the world. I mean,
Yeah.
this is ridiculous that we gave them that much power. It destroyed the middle class over here. It destroyed the modern hardworking man because he can't find a goddamn job anymore. So we have all these
Well, on
issues.
top of like you're emasculating them through Hollywood and
yeah.
everything.
Well, of course, yeah. But the corporate greed, unfortunately, is what won out on that one. And that's why I really like, old Trump's message that he's been putting out right now is that he is, adamant about bringing back manufacturing here and getting it going again so we don't depend on the Chinese anymore. We can't depend on these fucking people. We have to depend on ourselves. That's what's crucial, we got to kind of buckle down and rebuild America back to being what it once was, a powerhouse of industry. That's what got us through World War II and put us on top. Was we were the industry manufacturer of the world. We created all the metal. We made all your tanks and knives and guns and bullets and shit to win that war. But after that, we let our manufacturing go. Corporate greed, sold it all off to China, and here we are. Now they got all the money. They're got all the power, and we're sitting over here like flip a TikTok.
Mhm.
The problem with that, Trump got Ford to stay in the U.S. once he was leave office. Ford moved to Mexico.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're not given incentives. Like, look, man, I don't understand. It could be so great. It could be so great. Like, we could have this utopia of everybody being successful and having money, and they just don't want that.
Corporate greed has destroyed this country.
They don't want it, right?
It sucks, but it's true. The big wigs, elite at the top, have fucked us to the point of where it's. We need real American people in our politics now. People that love our country, that love the family, love, want to see the next generation prosper, not continue to make these elite people rich and watch the rest of the country just flounder and go into poverty. This is.
Think about how many towns have
shit.
disappeared because of industry moving. Like, you even just drive through the Midwest of the United States of America, and you see these ghost towns of like
dead towns. Yeah,
just dead buildings rotting away.
Yep.
And where it once like thrived. Like, I'll give you an example. Like in Illinois, like there's is it Illinois, like down the Mississippi, there's what is it? I cannot remember the name of the place. Is it it's like Egypt, Illinois, or something like that? I can't remember the name. It's basically they call it like the Egypt of the Midwest, where it's like this culmination of this waterway where all these little towns kind of send stuff up and down the river. They manufacture things and send them down, and they had this like booming town that had all this like amazing history, and now the town's basically like it's got like 10 people living in it, and it's just crazy to think about how at one point, like an area like that, like just a small part of the country, which is like a huge booming like thing. And
they shut down mining, or sometimes mining dries up. That's a problem too, of course, for some of these towns. But a lot of it was the environmental codes. These environmentalists come in. You can't build this, you can't mine that, you can't put a pipeline here. Well, then you shut down many people with their jobs. You shut down the economy of that town that was booming off those jobs. It's a chain reaction of events, just like old Biden. First thing he comes in, he shuts down the Keystone Pipeline. What happened after that? Gas prices skyrocketed up to $5 a gallon. That was an immediate effect of somebody coming in and just shutting shit down that didn't need to be shut down in the first place. Over stupid environmental politics. Catering to the people that paid him to get there is basically what it is. Yep.
Pretty much, man. Pretty much. It's I don't know, man. And the thing is too is that you could say, well, yeah, it's our fault for like voting these people in, but I mean, how fair is even that shit? You know what I mean? Like, do we really know how deep shit really is? You know what I mean? Do you really know how deep it goes? I mean, we're talking about.
I can't go there because I'm not getting your channel shut down.
Yeah, no. I'm just mentioning it, man. I'm just mentioning like it's
Just look at Arizona right now.
People rewriting stuff that has been set for centuries. Changing it completely for their own selfish greed, dude. It's just that's crazy. Anyway, what is Shellback saying here? Well, now we'd have to pay factory workers so much to even be interested. There's people being offered $18 an hour to work at McDonald's here. That's pretty crazy too.
That's a beautiful point, Shellback, actually, because down here in Arizona, it's the same type of situation. What's happening because of that is we're losing our great workforce of men in contracting type stuff. So like your painters, plumbers, architects, people that do housing, building stucco, to the framing, to the electricians. They're all quitting their jobs and going and doing something else because the pay grade is not increasing in those fields yet. These other ones are like Target, McDonald's, and these corporate places. So these guys are not getting into the trades now. They're like, fuck it, there's no money in it. I'll just go work at McDonald's, So it's that type of shit is really hurting our middle class, and it's the unfortunate part of going to the lowest bidder. We got illegal immigration coming in, where contractors are bringing in the cheapest of labor. You got illegals that will live 5 to 10 of them in a house to share rent, so they're able to come in and take the lowest wage, the lowest pay, which keeps the wages down for everybody in construction. And so, yeah, that one hit home right there. Sorry, words, but that's
No, that's okay, man.
exactly what I'm dealing with right now.
No, dude, you speak what you got to speak, Brian, man. It seems like a lot of people didn't. Seems like a lot of people didn't like what we were talking about, all that, but I don't really care. I mean, it makes sense, man.
Been doing this shit for 26 years. I'm the best of my craft, and I get paid a little bit more than a McDonald's worker here. It's insanity.
Crazy, dude.
It's insanity. I should be paid twice as much what I'm getting paid now. And 20 years ago, I would have, but because of way things have changed, and just how crunched the numbers are between these contractors and stuff, it's killed us. And now these guys are. They have to hire up, alcoholics and crackheads to paint houses these days because it's the only people that'll work for that wage.
Right.
Sad.
Real quick, I just wanted to say this. So this is the place that I was talking about. This is Cairo, Illinois here. So this is where they would have this, like, you guys got to look up the history of this place because it's freaking wild. But like all of this here was just this huge booming area at one point, and now it's all like dead and nothing here. But you have the Mississippi River here that flows through Kentucky, like these different states all kind of conjoined together in this one area. That's why they called it Cairo, because it was like, Egypt and shit. But Cairo, Illinois, that's what it was. Check out the history of that place. It's just sad to see it, man. It's sad to see like the American dream shift and change into something. Now I feel like the American dream is like, how many TikTok views can I get, or how many TikTok followers can I get? Like, I don't know, man. Like, and I get that too. In a way, like, with us on YouTube here, trying to get people to sub and watch the content and hang out with us and all that stuff. But at some point, you just got to accept what it is and enjoy it. Where I think other people are just like, it's a greed, like you said, like with money. Like the greediest of the people rose to the top, and they want more and more and more. Just like, I don't know, man. The human condition, maybe. I don't fucking know. McDonald's, people make more than me. What did you expect when we printed more cash than ever in history? That's true. That's a good fucking point, man. Like, Cairo, whatever, whatever show back, Cairo, and I don't care. Look it up. It was on the screen. Get over it. That's funny you say that, because I don't make much more than what what people are asking, or what people are getting at that. It's like, well, hell, man, maybe I could get a job at McDonald's. It's a block away from my house. You know what I'm saying? And I wouldn't have to drive an hour back and forth.
Yeah, I mean, I remember looking in signs at one point in time, and I was actually making less than McDonald's employees. The difference for a little while was like I had benefits in my job, medical and
right.
I get a small bonus, but it's not much each month. It's usually like $150 to $200 each month for the regular bonus. But and I was looking in signs at like fast food places making like $1 more than me. It's like hey boss, like they're hiring for 40 hours and they're starting to give sign-on bonuses and all this stuff. And so he did the right thing. He called up the owner and basically said, hey, we gotta give people this. We gotta make our minimum. Now the income's lower just in general where I live. Like everything's cheaper. The market's just at a lower rate around here. So you don't make as much, but everything's a little bit less expensive. Like our gas is, I mean, it's not good for where we are, but it's like $3, like $3 to $3.50.
That's not bad.
Right
that's
now.
where I'm at.
Yeah.
So that's not too bad. I mean, like, look, if we can keep it under $3.50, like I'll try not to bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because I know other people are paying like $7 an hour, but median income in those places is a lot friggin' higher.
Right.
A small town where I live.
That's the thing too, is like, having to go to your boss as a person in a career who has worked in a career for years and be like, so these guys who are entry level are making just as much as me. Hey, I need you to pay me more.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got to have that conversation with your boss, and then it's just
Yep.
This is why
Well,
I want
that-
to be my own boss.
That
Yeah.
market's getting squeezed too. If you look at like grocery stores and WalMarts, they've made people check out their own shit now. They've got
Mhm.
self checkers. They're even in Circle K's and McDonald's now, where you
What?
walk up, you just punch your order into on a screen, or
Well, I
the
saw
Circle
in-
K's down here got little scanner things that you walk up. So yeah, they're eliminating jobs left and right in the corporate companies.
I
so.
saw in Colorado they opened up their first fully automatic McDonald's.
Yeah.
Like everything's done by machines.
Yes.
So there's a squeeze happening there as well, and the next generation, if you're not involved with, coding, computers, that type of stuff, the job market's going to be tough, unless, like I said, we bring manufacturing back to the United States from China, and I don't know if that'll ever happen again. We'll see.
Well, once their lands have all died off because of the smog and it's unlivable over there, then yeah, we'll probably start bringing some of that back, and then we'll do that here, and then it'll have to go somewhere else, and then we'll destroy that too, and it'll be great.
When I was
By that
growing
time,
up,
hopefully, we'll be out in space.
when I was growing up, I was one of the last generation that knew men that were loggers,
Mhm.
right? That you could go get a logging job and make a pretty solid living for yourself for the rest of your life. Now, where I was at was Washington State. The environmental codes have become so strict that that's like an elite job. You know what I mean?
Mm.
But when I was growing up, that was a job any homeboy could go get. You didn't even have to graduate high school. You could just
Right.
walk up, be like, I didn't even pass me the axe, basically. So things have changed, and because of the political crunch that they've put on people, is why people are hurting, and that's why you're seeing stores getting robbed in San Francisco, and
Yeah.
and Chinese ladies getting took for 4,000 at the ATMs. You're gonna start seeing a lot more of this type of shit because you got kids out there that don't know what the fuck to do with their lives, and what are they gonna do with their gender studies degree?
Right. Yeah, no, absolutely, man. I'm not worried about it. I make beer for a living, and everybody drinks beer, so that'll never go away.
They're never gonna stop. That's
Right,
yeah.
So
Same with my wife. She does nails, and it's like there's always
Yep.
going to be bitches out there paying to get their nails did. That's gonna
Yeah,
be a thing.
like haircuts. Yeah, my
Yep.
my family own hair
Nurses.
salons, like restaurants. So yeah, same thing.
always-
People always eat, always need a haircut.
that's
Mhm.
right. That's right, baby. I'm into
And
it. I'm into it.
the marijuana industry would be not a bad thing to get into too. Maybe
I can
not.
get into that. I know how to do it.
Maybe just even being a trimmer. I've heard a good trimmer makes great money, and there's actually a big need for them right now.
Y'all see that video of McDonald's adding bikes to their eating tables? Get that Mick workout. Oh god.
The
I've
McLiptical.
seen that. Yeah, that's great.
McLiptical.
Just
That
funny,
was-
Wow.
because to keep yourself in shape, they always say you got to exercise, which is true, but
Mhm.
literally it's more your diet than anything.
Yeah. I've
Keeps
lost
you in
more
shape.
weight I'm just watching what I eat than working out.
Yep.
Yep.
You eat crap, you're gonna look like crap.
Yeah.
Mhm.
What is that line that Tom McDonald has in the song? It's like, if you get at McDonald's, you're gonna get fat. If you listen to trash or something, if you listen to bad music, basically your head fills with trash, kind of shit.
Yeah,
can't
maybe.
really explain.
Yeah.
I can't
I
remember
don't
the
know.
exact line. God damn it! But you understand the sentiment.
Right,
behind
right. Well, it's like if you
Mhm.
only listen to the same hateful song over and over again every day,
it. Right.
that's gonna be your mind frame. Just like if you go order a Big Mac every day, that's
Right.
same type of principle. You gotta Big indulge,
Mac.
try different things. And
Why you gotta say Big Mac, bro? I'm stoned and it's lunchtime.
Oh, here we go.
Asshole.
well, it is
Oh,
getting
man.
close to that time.
Speaking of cooking, I'm making myself I'm doing a all from scratch pizza tonight.
Woo!
Oh yeah, made my dough, got it fermenting in the fridge, made it last night.
Nice, smart man.
Yeah, so tonight gonna pull out the dough. It's the first time I've ever made my own pizza dough, so we'll see how it goes.
Sounds like you're
And
doing it right. You're letting it sit and rise a little
Yep.
bit. And
Yep,
good,
I
that's
got
smart.
got a can of San Marzano
Ooh.
tomatoes. Gonna make my own
Damn,
sauce.
son.
Gonna sweat an onion, throw some garlic in a pan, let that all get nice and translucent and cooked up a bit. Throw the tomatoes in there.
Are you gonna stream
puree
this?
it. No,
You should.
Damn.
I don't have the setup to.
I'm gonna
to
start.
do
I'm gonna
that.
start streaming cooking once I'm
There
all
you go.
settled and got my shit. I'm gonna do streams and
yeah.
cook at the apartment. Yeah.
Been trying to get my sister to do that for years. She's an amazing cook, but she She doesn't do it. The Snow Sis, she's been on my channel a few times, but she needs to do that, man, because there's a niche for that. Yeah, these cooking channels and shit. People want to learn how to cook.
Not even that. They just want to hang out. But anyway, Freeze, let everybody know. We're going to go ahead and wrap the show up. Let everybody know what's up.
Catch me Fridays over on Blast from the Past Reviews, doing movie reviews. This past Friday, we did The Birdcage with Robin Williams and Nathan Lane, Gene Hackman, Diane Huist. But yeah, you can come check it out. Myself and Megan, the Noob Reviews. Just watch a couple of scenes, kind of dig into it. This was a comedy, so it's, you can't analyze a comedy quite as well as even like an action movie, but definitely not a drama. So it's kind of us just enjoying the humor and adding our own spin to it. But it was still a good one. You should go check it out. And then you can catch me Fridays. We should have Mario Kart coming back.
Yes, that is coming back. Yes.
Getting some damn Mario Kart back and up and running. Unless Ords keeps giving us some, it's Diablo 4 though.
No, that's just this weekend. The beta's just this weekend.
Oh, it's only this weekend?
Yeah.
Okay.
You better not have ketchup on that pizza. That's what Ursula said.
Oh no! I'm doing this right, man. I'm shredding my own mozzarella. Got the low moisture mozzarella. Gonna shred it myself. Got some decent, pretty good pepperoni. Not like crazy, expensive roll of pepperoni, but pretty good stuff. I'm doing it all upright.
Hell yeah! Well, there it is, guys. There's a link, man. Do me a favor, hit that and show some love to our boy Free Speech. All right. Yeah. You guys gonna do that for me? I appreciate you guys. You guys are amazing. Well, thank you, Free Speech, for coming on. As always, I appreciate you. Snow Dub, let the motherfuckers know.
Oh yeah, funk yeah. Well, go watch the replay of Tuck and Roll show if you didn't catch it last night. I sacrificed a lot for you guys. I brought you great booty breaks and boobies and all that good stuff. And in fact, YouTube even canceled me and put an age restriction on the damn thing and made it where I couldn't even get super chats at the end of the night. That was pretty rough. But I do it for the entertainment. This ain't no karaoke, bitch. That's right. So check that out. And one more show, I think, next week for Tuck and Roll. And then we should be transferring over into the Cotton Council every Saturday night on my channel. So if you love crazy, stupid puppets doing crazy, stupid shit, it's basically an R-rated Muppet show. You know where to go. Snow Dub. Chances are you guys are already subbed, but it's all good. Love you. Thanks for hanging out. And sorry Puff didn't stop by. He's been passed out all morning, man.
Yeah, fucking asshole passed out last night. Hard as fuck. Hit his head. I think he fell on the stairs or something.
He was screaming about you ripped your face off or something. I don't know.
know, man.
Go watch the show last night. You'll see what happened.
Yeah, yeah, whatever, man. He's
got
shot.
knocked the fuck out. I know that much.
That he definitely did. He definitely did.
Stairs, maybe. Yeah, it was something about you ripped your face off. It scared the fuck out of him.
Yeah. No. Oh no. Yeah. I bought him. I bought him a gas mask and it's green, and I put it on, and because of the green screen, and he had a bit of a freak out moment and ran like hell, and then fell down the stairs, and
that makes sense.
Yeah, y'all know how it goes.
Right. But you got to be easy on Puff. He's not used to that high-tech shit, Jeez.
He's definitely not.
He's an old school dragon,
Yeah, he definitely is. Well, Snow, as always, dude, it's always a fucking pleasure to have you come on and hang out, dude. Seriously.
And you check out Ords GoFundMe.
I was just going to say, yeah, guys.
Get him a couch.
Yes. No, bed.
Get him a bed.
I got the couch. Not even a couch. It's a futon. I can use that for now. I just need a bed. I just need even a mattress.
Couch that has a bed. That comes out. It folds out, and that'd be all right, right?
No. We're trying to avoid that. Remember, you said no futon. You yelled at me. I was like, well, I got a futon. You're like, no, you're a grown man. What the fuck are you talking about?
No, that wasn't me. That was somebody else. But no, that's fine. Whatever. Yeah, I mean, just get him something. Furniture.
Get a Murphy bed. Get him that way you can fold it up, turn it into shelves or some shit.
I just need a bed. I like one of those mattresses that come in a box that you open up and it goes. Pfft. You know what I'm saying?
Was that the Helios mattress? Actually, you can find those on Amazon. They're not too bad. Check Amazon. They got memory foam mattresses. They come in a box. You open them up. They're you're gonna want to get a topper to go with it. Just letting you know. Get a pillow topper that'll fit it. Hey, I'm just letting you know so when you go ahead and buy it, you're all ready to go. You didn't need to full screen me for that.
Thanks.
I'm just dropping some advice. That was my dad advice for this one.
So, guys, if we do have the GoFundMe going, do me a favor. If you want to check that out, I had to move very quickly. I've got nothing in the apartment. This isn't actually, I mean, you may think it's my place. This is not my place. This is a green screen here. So definitely need a few things. If you guys could help, anything would be great. Just share it out if you can. That would be phenomenal. There's the link. Do me a favor, click it, check it out. I would greatly appreciate it. Also, shortly here in a little bit, we're going to be going live on Twitch with some Diablo 4. And then later tonight, we're going to be playing some Fortnite on Twitch as well, hanging out with some friends. So make sure you follow me on Twitch. All the links down in the description. Make sure you click the links for these guys as well. We're going to leave you with a couple clips. We're going to get the fuck up out of here. Thank you guys for hanging out for the Wake and Bake Podcast, episode 54, settling in, meaning we're settling into the apartment. We just need a few things. If you can help, hit the GoFundMe. I love you guys. Any last words, Snow?
Tuck and roll.
Hey! Son of a bitch!
Well, they say all good things come to an end.
What's that got to do with this show?